Well, when it comes to tithing and what I think about tithing, I actually don't give it much thought. It's become second nature. It's become part of who I am. So it makes all the sense in the world. It's like, call it a sixth sense maybe. Tithing all starts, and giving it all starts with what, God first gave to me. And I think about how hard that was for him, what he did give, which is his son Jesus, who gave me everything. When I first had a child, and I realized the love between a father and a child, I started, thinking about, I want this child to be raised right, and I knew I was going to have to make some tough decisions. I can't just give them everything they want. And the old saying, "This hurts me more than it does you." And when I think about that, I think about how you always think about how painful it was for Jesus, but a lot of people don't think about how painful it was for the Father also. I mean, would I give if ISIS was coming in here and I knew I could give my child up to benefit them, do you think I'd gladly do that? But that's what God did for me, and I just can't imagine trying to hold anything back from God that I can offer Him. And we're taught, and it talks about in the Bible that you will, if you give, you will receive. You sow, you reap. But I don't give, I don't give to get. I've already got everything. He gave to me first. It comes back sometimes as monetary blessing. It's always a spiritual blessing and keeps me at peace. And I used to pray for, I always said I could put, as long as I got Jesus, I could deal with anything. But I would pray. I said, take everything, but don't take the girl. Kind of like Tim McGraw. I'd say, don't take my girls. I could take everything else, take all the money, take everything, but just keep my family intact. But I know, but he didn't. He didn't keep his family intact. He gave it willingly, and Jesus suffered willingly, and to think he did that for a sorry person like me is just beyond belief. It's not like paying taxes where you're constantly trying to do the math and figure out how little you can give. But I believe some people do that with tithing. It's like, how can I keep as much of it as I can? I'm wondering how I can make more to give more. Well, like the story of the parable of the talents, he gave to 3 different guys, and 2 of them invested and had more when the guy came back, and one just buried it and gave him back what he had. And I believe that if you use what God gives you and turn it, he encourages you. He'll give you the ability to make it into something more.